This is Psalms chapter 18, verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, the servant of the Lord, who spake unto the Lord the words of this song in the day that the Lord delivered him from the hand of all his enemies and from the hand of Saul. And he said, I will love thee, O Lord Yahawashi, my strength. Verse 2. The Lord Yahawashi is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. Hey, Shalom. Before I begin, I just want to say, Call Halam La, Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashi, Bahashim, Hawakradash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that have taught me this truth and rule well. Salutation to your Akim spread abroad the four winds of the earth that truly believe in this doctrine and I seek this word with all truth and sincerity. Shalom to the elect. Peace and blessings to the elect. Hey, Shalom, this is Brother Mashiach coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi. Yahawah is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who the whole world ignorantly calls God. And Yahawashi is the true name of his beloved Son, who the whole world ignorantly and in stupidity calls Jesus Christ. Okay, Shalom. But yeah, just touching on Psalms 18. You know, I'm pretty much gonna cover the whole book. I mean, not the whole book, the whole chapter. You know, all 50 verses. But I might split it up to a couple of parts. You know, but yeah, man. You know, this is just going into how and you can also read this in in 2 Samuel 22, where it says right there on the top, you know, but it says on the headline, the Lord praised, the Lord praised for giving deliverance. All right. Because, you know, the Lord, we know that the Lord will deliver, man. He will deliver to the faithful. He will deliver to the ones, to those, which is the elect, those initiated souls, you know, preordained, you know, that was chosen before the foundations of the heavens and the earth, man. You know, the elect, man, the 144,000. All right. Okay. But yeah, the Lord will deliver. You know, he will deliver to the faithful, man. You know, and the only faithful ones are the elect. That's it. But yeah, starting at verse 1, again, it reads, I'm just going to get to the point. Psalms 18:1, I will love thee, O Lord, Yahawah, my strength. Verse 2, the Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. I'm going to read it one more time again. The Lord Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi is my rock. Okay. Is my rock. And who's that rock, man? Hey, man, you know, Yahawah through his son Yahawashi. We're building upon Yahawashi, man. That's our rock. You know, that's our refuge. He's our refuge that we build upon, that we rely on, that we hope in, you know, our Lord Yahawashi. You know, we're building upon him. Build upon him, but don't build upon sin. Because when that flood comes, you're not gonna have no hedge about you, man. You know, we don't want to build on sand, man. We want to build upon that rock, which is Yahawashi. All right. It's lucky. You know, that's what we want to do. Let me see. 1 second. But yeah, continue on. The Lord is my rock and my fortress. The Lord, Yahawashi is our fortress, man. You know, You know how there's a kingdom and it has a fortress round about it, to keep the enemy, from creeping in. And that fortress is high, man. It's not it's a big fortress. It's mighty. It can't be impenetrated. It can't be moved. It can't be shooken. It can't be broken. It can't. That's the Lord to us, man. He's our fortress. You know what I'm saying? No matter in what predicament you may be in, the Lord will have you. Okay? It says, "And my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I would trust." We gotta trust the Lord, man, at all times. No matter what, we gotta trust in Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi. Hey man, it's it's impossible to please the Lord without faith. Without faith, it's impossible, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all about faith, man. At the end of the day, it's all about faith. It's not about your money. It's not about your car. It's not about none of that. Nothing in this world can deliver you, from the impossible, which is possible to Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi. Okay? It says, "In whom I would trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower." And my high tower. Okay? And what does a high tower do? A high tower keeps you from danger. All right. It keeps you from the snares of death, man. All right. Okay. And that tower is the name of the Lord, man. Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi. Okay. Matter of fact, let's get that. I can't think. Let's get that. Proverbs 18, man. Let's get it. 18, Proverbs 18 and 10. And Lord's will, this is edifying and exhorting, and also Lord's will, a faith booster to the ones that hear it, man. Okay. It says, "The name of the Lord Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi is a strong tower." See, it's that name. What I just read back in Psalms. Oh, that's crazy. Psalms 18, Proverbs 18. You see that? That's crazy. But it says, "The name of the Lord is a strong tower." You see, that high tower I just read back in Psalms 18. That strong tower is a strong tower. All right. "The righteous runneth into it and is safe." Okay. Hey man, we always call, hey man, Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi gonna come through for his, man. You gotta truly believe that. Truly believe Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi is gonna be right there, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord promised to protect his. Salakia. Hold on. Salakia. Okay. Salak. I had to do something real quick. But yeah. Back to it. Read it again. "The name of the Lord, Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi, is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe." You're safe, man. Let's get that word. Let's get that word safe, man. See what it says. All right. Look at that. Lofty, especially inaccessible by implication. Safe, strong. Look, defend, exalt, be excellent, be set on high. Be safe. Set up on high. Be too strong. Name of the Lord is strong, man. Okay. Let's see what it says right here in the biblical usage. To be high. be inaccessibly high. To be. Look, it says to be too high for capture. See that? Let's say to be exalted, to set on high, to exalt, to be set securely on high. Hey, man, the name of Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi, hey, it's going to secure you, man. Secure you from the danger. Secure you from your enemies. You know? Secure you from death, man. Because in the time coming, we going to need Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi, man, to deliver us. You know? To deliver us from Esau, man. To deliver us from that destruction. You know? Because Jacob's trouble is going to be all hell. You know? It's gonna be nothing but despair out here for people. It's gonna be despair, but you know, despair goes into hopeless, but we're not gonna be hopeless. You know, a mass majority of individuals are gonna be left out here hopeless, man. You know, with nothing to call on. Maybe a idol, but ain't nothing gonna come through. You know. There's only one name. There's only one God, man. Yahawah, Bahashem Yahawashi. That's it, man. Ain't nothing else but that. Ain't nothing else but Yahawah, Bahashem Yahawashi. Not Yahudah, not Yahweh, not Ahaya, not Yeshaya, not Jehovah, not Christ, not Jesus. None of that, man. You know? Not no money. You know? Not no yourself. You know? All right? Man, I want to get more of this. Wait, Slakia, bear with me. Let me go back to this. Okay, I thought so. Let's see what the Edmon online says, and we'll get back to it. Let's get safe. Look, unscathed, unhurt, uninjured, free from danger or molestation, in safety. Look at that, saved spiritually. Hey, Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi, that name is spiritual, man. You know, that name is not of this. Is not of this world down here, man. You know, that's an ancient, godly name, man. Let me see. Look, protected, watched over, assured of salvation. Look, assured of salvation. You know, those are the only names that's going. Those are the only names that's going to lead to salvation. Yahawah Yahawashi. Okay. Uninjured, in good health, safe. You know, you get it. Look, rescued, delivered, left alive, unkilled. You see that? The meaning, not exposed to danger. Hey man, Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi keeps you from danger. What it said? My strength, my rock. You know, my high tower, strong tower. Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi. That is our safe. That's our safety. Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi. That's it. Nothing else. There's no ifs or buts about it, man. You gotta believe it. Believe it, man. Believe it, man. You know. Let's see. But yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? You know, we get the point. You know, we get the point. Okay. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. There we go. Let me read that one more time in verse 2. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. Beautiful. Verse 3. I will call upon the Lord, Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies. Who's our enemies, man? Esau, Edom, man. Esau, Edom. All right, them JOOs, man. All right. Okay. Those so-called Jews, man. All right. The synagogue of Satan. The self-proclaimed white man. That's our enemy. Our main enemy. You know what I'm saying? Like Goku and Frieza. You know, like shit. Like Superman and Doomsday. I don't know. Superman and Brainiac. You know? Esau's spiritually brainy. He's the one to pick your brain. You know? Okay? That's our enemy, man. The so-called white man. All right? That's the devil. All right? Can't trust that dude, man. Trusting him is like, shoot. Trusting him is like trying to trust a king cobra. You know what I'm saying? You know? It says, verse 4, the sorrows of death compass me, and the floods of ungodly men made me afraid, right? You're just surrounded. You're surrounded by your enemy, man. You know? And the only intention they have for you is to take your life. You know? The sorrows of hell, verse 5, the sorrows of hell compass me about. The snares of death prevented me. In my distress, I called upon the Lord, Yahawah, and cried unto my power. He heard my voice out of his temple. Hey, man. Hey. Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi hears us, man. Okay? Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi truly hears us out here, man. You know? And Lord's will be of that number, man. He's going to hear us in the time, in time of famine, in the time of death, you know, in a time in a time of the time of Jacob's trouble, you know, a time that has never been since there was a nation. Okay. It says, he heard my voice out of his temple. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him, even into his ears. Verse 7, then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations also of the hills moved and were shaken, because he was wroth. Hey, Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi got his anointed, man. You know? He got his anointed, man. You know, truly believe he will protect you, man. You know, truly believe that, man. You know, truly believe that Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi will be with you. Yeah, we catch hell, but that don't mean things shit we go through. You know, that don't mean he's not with us. You know, that's to strengthen us, man, for the time to come. All right. There went up a smoke out of his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also and came down, and darkness was under his feet. He rode upon a cherub and did fly. Yea, he did fly upon the wings of the wind. And what's the wings of the wind? What is that, man? You know, what does it mean he rode upon a cherub and did fly? You know, the chariots, man. Those heavenly vehicles, those godly vehicles, man, that the angels that the angels control, man. When they be when they be running to and fro in the earth. You know? All right. The fastest vehicles you'll ever see. Not just any vehicle, but a golly vehicle. You know, a golly vehicle. Something that can't be scratched. Nothing, man. Something that can't be messed with. You know? That's a powerful vehicle right there, man. Different shapes and sizes and colors and all. You know? The chariots of the Lord, man. The chariots of Israel, man. You know? Those are our vehicles up there. All right? Verse 11. He made darkness his secret place. His pavilion, his pavilion round about him were dark waters and thick clouds of the skies. At the brightness that was before him, his thick clouds passed, hailstones and coals of fire. This right here, the Lord, Yahawah Yahawashi, also thundered in the heavens. See that? Also thundered in the heavens. And the highest gave his voice, hailstones and coals of fire. Man, the Lord could unleash anything, man. He could do that to America if he wanted to, man. But according to prophecy, he's gonna use those missiles. You know? All right, that's what he's going to do to America, Babylon, man. But he's going to use those missiles to do that, man. You know, but this place is abominable, and those are the perfect weapons. Those are the Lord's weapons, man. You know, the Lord just got Esau and these different nations making them. You know, just for that day, for that moment, for that hour. You know. Shout out that great city. What is that? Shout out that great city, Babylon. Man, let's get it, man. Let's get it. I'm not even about to butcher it. I keep on putting Proverbs or Psalms. Let's go. Revelation 18. Look at that. Babylon is falling. Oh yeah. And it's coming. Where we at? I don't know the verse back of my head. Yup, right here. Revelation 18:21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea. And what's that? And what is that? That missile, man. All right. And cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. Right, man. It's going to be taken out violently, man, by the way of those thermonuclear missiles. All right. All right. 200 million of them, man. You know. All right. That is a great future prophecy, near future prophecy that is coming, man. Thus saith the scriptures. Thus saith the Lord, man. Thus saith Yahawashi, that this place got to go. And it's not going to come back unto the Lord void, man. You know? All right? It's the Lord, man, that's his pleasure. That's the Lord's pleasure. All right? To destroy this place. That is his pleasure. All right? That is his pleasure. You know? To destroy this place, man. And it's going to happen. All right? And there's nothing nobody can do about it. Nothing. It's going to happen, and it needs to happen. Okay? Let's get back to it. Let me see, where was I at? Where was I at? Oh, okay. Right here. Verse 14. Psalms 18 and 14. Yea, he sent out his arrows and scattered them. And he shot out lightnings and discomfited them. You know, man, you gotta really like get into it. Like, man, like, because as mighty as King David was, he still needed he still needed aid, man. You know, he still needed aid. You know, he said King David said, I would not trust in my bow. He said, I wouldn't trust in my bow nor my sword, roughly paraphrasing. You know, because he knows he needs help. King David knew that he needed help. All right. King David knew he needed help, man. You know, because he can't just trust in his own strength all the time. You know, there's times where he needs a divine intervention. You know, from Yahawah Sham Yahawashi. Okay. All right. King David wholeheartedly had faith in Yahawah Sham Yahawashi, man. Wholeheartedly. That's a man after the Most High's heart, man. All right. Psalms 18 and 15. Then the channels of waters were seen, and the foundations of the world were discovered at thy rebuke, O Lord Yahawah, at the blast of the breath of thy nostrils. He sent from above. Look at this. He sent from above. He took me. He drew me out of many waters. It says he sent from above. What was above? You know, what did he send? An angel, man, a chariot. You know, he took me. See, shows you right there. The Lord, King David was saved by an angel of the Lord, man, by a chariot. You see that? Do you see that? He drew me out of many waters. And what does it mean when it says he drew me out of many waters? From that flood, man. You know, from his enemies, you know, that compassed him about, that wanted to take his life, that wanted to end him. But hey, man, a Lord Yahawah Sham Yahawashi had an angel to go get King David, man, and deliver him. Because Yahawah Sham Yahawashi is that strong tower, you know, delivers you from the snares of death. You know, all right. It says he delivered me from my strong enemy. See, he delivered me from my strong enemy and from them which hated me. And who hates us? Esau, Edom. All right. All right. For they were too strong for me. They prevented me. It's like, y'all. Okay. They prevented me in the day of my calamity, but the Lord Yahawah Sham Yahawashi was my stay. Let's get that word stay. I'm on 18. Okay. With my stay, let's get stay. Let's see what that says. Let's hear what Esau say.
Strong's H 4937. Mash'ain. Mash'ain.
Let's get the root. Oh man, look at this. Wow. Look at this. Let's see what it says right here.
Strong's H 8172. Sha'an. Sha'an.
Okay. Sha'an. All right, look at this, man. It says to lean on. Look, to lean on, trust in Yahawah Sham Yahawashi, man. All right. Support. Hey, the Lord was David's support. And the Lord is our support too. Lord's will, we hold on to the end, man. He's our support. You know? Even right now, things we go through and stuff like that, something may happen or anything, any situation. Lord gonna get you out of that, man. You just gotta really wholeheartedly trust. All right? To lean upon, support oneself of trust in the Most High. Trust. You know, that's big, man. You can't take that lightly. You gotta trust in Yahawah Sham Yahawashi. Be persuaded in your own mind, man. You to really believe that the Lord will save you. Will be there with you. No matter how small it is or how great it is. Believe that Yahawashi is gonna be with you, man. You know? Anything. All right. It's beautiful. But yeah. Let's see. In verse 19, he brought me forth also into a large place. Oh, he delivered me because he delighted in me. Because he delighted in me. You know? And how you know if the Lord was delighted in you? Because you feared him. First and foremost. You feared him and you have faith. You know? Because the Lord is delighted in you by doing the things that he commanded us to do. That's how the Lord is going to be delighted in you, man. By your works, you know, by your faith, you know, all that, man. All right. He's delighted in the things. What it says, obedience is better than sacrifice. If you're obedient to the Lord to the best of your ability, man, the Lord will be delighted in you. You know. King David also said, I have not seen the righteous forsaken nor begging for bread. Right? Okay. Verse 20, the Lord Yahawashi rewarded me according to my righteousness. You know. Hey, the Lord said, I come quickly and my reward is with me. We want that reward of being delivered, man. You know, we want that. You know what I'm saying? We want to be delivered. We want to be saved. We want to be able to see Yahawashi as he is. You know? Okay. It says, according to the cleanness of my hands hath he recompensed me. All right. And that's what the Lord is going to do, man. You know, he's going to reward you because of your righteousness, you know, because of your works, you know, to the best of your ability, to the best of our ability, you know, to the best of our ability, you know, as much as we can to always give time to the Lord, man. You know, because we always going to have time for the Lord, no matter what. You got downtime, always, man. In that downtime, seek the Lord more, man. You know. But yeah, I'm gonna stop it right there. You know, Lord's will later. I'll come back with a continuation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hey, Lord's will that was edifying and exhorting to the ones that heard. You know, that hears this, and you know, into the next one. I just want to say shalom. You know, shalom. Trust in the Lord, believe in the Lord, and just hold on. You know, that's all we got is Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi. Hey, to the next one. Shalom.